Hotep, I am the Amen Osiris, the one and only undisputed God of law. We are Deception Stoppers, America's only 4D education service. I am the 4D destroyer. I am not a lawyer. This is not a law firm. I don't advocate that you don't support your human offspring. I simply advocate you made them in private and take care of them in private. And I know the feds ain't going to like this, but fuck them. Not that I gave a shit anyway. All right, but I'm going to show you, we're going to read a couple of case laws. This, I know you know, this is Blessing versus Freestone, okay? And I'll read it in its entirety. In Blessings, the 1983 claims were brought by 5 Arizona mothers against state officials on grounds that state child welfare agencies consistently failed to meet the requirement of Title 4D of the Social Security Act, requiring states receiving federal child welfare funds to substantially comply with the regulations designed to ensure timely payment of child support. Okay, and you'll notice the substantially comply is in quotations. All right. The United States Supreme Court found defendants' action did not assert a violation of a federal right, explaining the requirement that a state operate its child support program in there it is again. You'll notice it's in quotations again. In substantial compliance with Title 4D was not intended to benefit individual children and custodial parents, and therefore it does not constitute a federal right. Far from creating an individual entitlement to service, the standard is simply a yardstick for the Secretary to measure the system-wide performance of a state's 4D program. Thus, the Secretary must look to the aggregate service provided by the state, not to whether the needs of any particular person have been satisfied. So what they're saying is the only thing that they got to look at is the services provided. All right? That's it. It's a service. Okay? There's no entitlement and there's no right to it. All right? Blessings versus Freestone. Now, so if Title 4D was never intended to benefit individual children and non-custodial parents, who was it intended to benefit? Let's go to Wehunt versus Ledbetter. The 11th Circuit held that Title 4D does not create enforceable rights on behalf of needy families with children because they are not the intended beneficiaries of the statute. Title 4D was intended to benefit the public treasury and taxpayers by reducing the present and future welfare rolls. Okay? So we got a problem here. So if Title 4D was never intended to benefit individual children and custodial parents, and it was only intended to benefit the public treasury, what word would you put on this bullshit? All right? I got a word for you. It's called extortion. All right? Unlawful obtaining of money from another. It has also been identified as corrupt, demanding, or receiving by a person in office of a fee for what? Service, which should be performed gratuitously, or where compensation is permissible of a larger fee than law justifies, or a fee not due. Okay? Exaction of money by reason of oppressive conditions. Now, let me ask you a question. How they take your money, isn't that oppressive? Okay? Or circumstances. Obtaining of property from another with his consent, induced by wrongful use of force or fear, or under color of official right. All right, let's read another one. Obtaining of property of another by threats to injure him and to destroy his property. Taking or obtaining of any form of taking or obtaining of anything from another by means of illegal compulsion or oppressive exaction. Okay? Whether by an officer or otherwise. And these are all case laws. Okay? And let's see. Unlawful taking by any officer by color of his office of any money or things of value that is not due to him, or more than is due, or before it is due. Wrongful exaction of money or other valuable thing, either by compulsion, actual force, or by force of motives applied at will. A taking under color of office is the instance of an offense. Okay? At common law, any oppression by color or pretense of right, and particularly and technically the exaction of unlawful taking by an officer of money of a thing of value by color of his office. All right, that judge who orders that child, who has placed the order for child support, that's not a judge, that's a contractor. All right, they're doing that under color of law and color of office and color of authority. There's some Charles Manson motherfucker on YouTube talking about I lied about the color of law. Look, I didn't lie about the color of law. It speaks for itself. The Social Security Act is under Title 4D. Okay? Title 4D is under Title 42 of the United States Codes. Title 42 of the United States Codes is a non-positive law title. It has never been enacted into positive law. Okay? So, gentlemen, if you want some leverage, okay, file an extortion charge against them. Sue them for extortion. I don't give a fuck what these YouTube feds are telling you that you can't sue somebody because they got immunity. They do not have immunity. All right. Read the contracts. Under the 4D contract, they are not acting as employees or agents of the state or the 4D crime family. All right. So again, Black's Law's Dictionary is very important, fellas. All right, if you do not have a copy, bang my email. I will send you a copy. Matter of fact, you can look on my what do you call that? The community section of my YouTube channel. And if you scroll down a little bit, there's a copy of Black's Laws there. I've also posted a copy of the Federal Manual of Child Support, Section 8. Without a proper education, gentlemen, it is going to be hard for you to be child support. Okay? All right, we stick strictly with child support. I mean, we post a few videos here and there about some idiots, all right, and these judges declare themselves as king, all right, but that's neither here nor there. What's here is the facts, all right? They are extorting you. Extortion is a crime, okay? So it's time to start pressing charges and filing complaints on this crime, even though everybody's in on it, and they'll probably give you a hard time. And I know the feds will, you know, they'll make a video trying to debunk this information, which is fine. We don't need to fuck about them no more. Okay, supper time for these motherfuckers. All right, but the objectivity, gentlemen, is to learn. All right, and it's right here in black and white. All right, this is the Supreme Court. This is the United States Supreme Court, who clearly stated that Title 4D was never intended to benefit children or their parents, and it does not constitute a federal right, and there's no individual entitlement to services. All right. The 11th Circuit Court, which is a pretty high court, clearly put the nail in the coffin and said it was intended to benefit the public treasury. All right. And it says that, look, needy families and children were not the intended beneficiaries of the statute. So who does the statute benefit? It benefits the 4D crime family. Okay. And what they're doing is they're extorting each and every one of you. All right? What you going to do about it? Okay? Who's going to answer for this? Gentlemen, I make these, and ladies, all right, I make these videos to piss you off. All right? I provide these facts to piss you off. All right? Because niggas who ain't pissed off, they're not going to fight. All right, you ever see two calm people fighting? No. You got to get pissed off. And then when you get pissed off enough, you're going to take action. Okay? It's time for this crime family to be put down. They're in violation of the RICO statutes, the whole 9 yards, gentlemen. They're committing so many crimes and getting away with it. And you're letting them. Okay? The objectivity of this channel is for us to teach you how they're getting over on you, the crimes that they're committing against humanity, so you can take proper action. And gentlemen, don't take my word for it. Read the case laws. By all means, never take my word for it. Here's the information right here. Read it. Pull up We Hunt versus Ledbetter. Pull up Blessings versus Freestone and see what the court said. Okay? So if it ain't benefiting them and it's benefiting the state, the public treasury, okay, the public treasury pays the crime families salary and pensions. It puts their kids through college. It pays their mortgage. It pays their electric bill, their water bill, their sewage bill, their gas bill. It pays for their food. It pays for their car insurance, their car note. It puts money in their pocket so they can go out and have a nice time with their families at a restaurant while you're sitting there suffering. And you ain't mad at that? It's time, fellas. Okay? It's time. It is time to shut these fuckers down. Okay? Everybody is trying to discourage you from fighting and telling you that this information is wrong. And if you do your research, you'll find out that they are dead wrong. Okay? These federal agents nationwide and the ones that they got on YouTube, they can't stop this train. Okay? I'm taking all of them to fucking supper. Trust me. But what do you plan on doing? You're the one who's getting screwed over. All right? It's time to take action. It's time to build a coalition in every republic in this country. All right. And once you build that coalition in every republic in this country, y'all need to go from county to county, right? And handle your business. Now, I'm not saying go out and get yourself in no trouble. All right. But you do have a right to abolish government in any manner you see fit, according to their constitution. It's not your constitution, it's theirs. You have a right to shut them down. You have a right to shut down the courts. You have a right to shut down the state legislature and the United States legislature. You have a right to shut them all down. And there's plenty of you to do it. Yeah, you're going to need some resistance and you're going to need some serious shit because you know they got their shit, right? But it's time to stop being punks. Time to go to war. Okay? Do you want to go to war? I'll fucking take you to war. We're going to eat that salsa for breakfast. That's the attitude you need to be having. You letting these people rip you off. And that's not a good thing. And their shit clearly states, all right, the facts. These ain't my words. These are the 11th Circuit Court's words. These are the 9 lawyers you call the Supreme Court's words. Okay? They said it. They admitted it. It was never intended to benefit individual children. All right? And then their buddies down in the 11th Circuit sealed the coffin and said, well, yeah, it's only intended to benefit the public treasury. What is a benefit? Benefit is profit or gain from something. The government was created to be a benefit, security, and protection of the people, not of themselves. Time for an overthrow, fellas. It's time for an overthrow. I'm the Amen Osiris. If you need help, bang my email, 4d_destroyer@yahoo.com. Look up the case law, We Hunt versus Ledbetter. Look up the case law, Blessings versus Freestone. And incidentally, let me go back here too before I forget. All right. It says the requirements of the state to operate a South Pole program in substantial compliance with Title 4D was not intended to benefit individual children and non-custodial pay grants. Let's look at the actual Blessings versus Freestone and see what they say. Look, right here. The Secretary has interpreted substantial compliance as a full compliance requirement that services be offered statewide. That is it. There's that word services again, and there's that word offered again. What is an offer? An offer is basically making an authorization to go into a contract presented for acceptance or rejection. Did you go into a contract with these folks? And please don't take my word for it. Get yourself a Black's Law Dictionary and look up the word offer and read the entire. There's a whole bunch of case laws that judges interpreted with this word. Okay? That's why I told you start demanding the contracts. Okay? Look, to oversee this complex federal and state enterprise. What is an enterprise? Look it up. Okay? Gentlemen, you have your assignments. Okay? We can't make it any more clearer over here. All right? You need books, we'll provide you with the books. There's no charge. All right, you want an education? Well, you have to make an appointment for that. I'm the Amen Osiris, gentlemen. You have your assignment, okay? Make sure you post your comments on what you feel about this. And please, again, do not take my word for it. Read it for yourself. I don't care who is sharing what with you, including myself. I'm going to say it again. Don't take my word for it or anybody else's word for it. And until you learn the truth, then you use it. Okay? These ain't my words. See, we don't make up shit, all right, bullshit, and put it on YouTube like these federal agents be doing. All right, we bring the facts. All right, and these are the facts. These are the words. This is what the courts have defined these words as. And what you do with these words is totally up to you. But you can prove it now. You can prove it now. All you need is the facts. No judge in this country can tell you, all right, you're misinterpreting what another judge said, and the definition is right here. No judge can tell you you're misinterpreting what the Supreme Court said, all right, and it's right here. No judge can tell you you're misinterpreting what the 11th Court said because it's right here. It's in writing. And it's just that simple. It's like taking a badge from a federal agent, all right? And like I said, it's time for us to take all these federal agents to supper. And trust me, that is the plan of attack. All right, gentlemen, do your due diligence. All right, post your comments, leave your thoughts, and we'll get back with it. Hotep.